Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning, students. In previous class, you understood about the introductory part of email, right? So today, let us understand how to create an email account. I would like to show it practically. So I'll just come back from the screen, just minimize it. So open the browser, whichever the browser may be. So here, I'm going with the Microsoft Edge. So open it. And before that, you have to make sure whether your system is connected to the internet or not. So you can do it only if you have the internet connection. And the connection should be always stable. Okay, so this is the browser. So here we'll type as www.gmail.com. Okay, so I want to create my email account in Gmail website. Okay, so I'll just type as www.gmail.com. Okay, so click enter. So you'll get a window like this. If you already have an email address, you can enter it here and it just goes according to that. So if you're new to this, if you want to create the new one, hope you can see my screen. Here is a create account button. Hope you can see this. You have to click on this create account. So it will ask whether for myself or to manage my business. So according to your requirement, you can select. So here you have to go for myself. Okay. So like this, you have to click. Hope you can see my screen. So once you click on create account button, you will get the registration form like this. So by filling this, you can create an email account. Okay, children. So let us go for it. So I'll create it for myself. So I'll enter my details itself here. Okay. So you have to do in your systems. You can do it in the mobile phones also. So here you have to select the username. Okay. So let me type the username which is required for me. Right. Okay. So if the username is already there, it will not take. So you have to try another combination. So let me enter another combination. Yeah, fine. So now it has taken. So if the username is already there, it will not take. So you have to try out another combination. Okay, children. If everything is okay, if the username is unique, it will accept it. So you can go for the next step. Okay. So now I have entered the username here. So here you have to create the password. Hope you can see here. They have given one direction, that is use 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers and symbol. What does it mean? So the password that you create should contain at least 8 characters and it should be a mixture of letters, that is uppercase letters and lowercase letters also, and it should have numbers and symbols. So the password what you will set, it should be easy for you to remember and it should be very difficult for others to guess what it is. Hope you're understanding. So let me give a password here. Right? So the password what you have given here, so you have to confirm it again. So you have to retype the password what you have typed here. Okay. So let me just retype it here in the confirm field. Okay, children, hope you're understanding. So after giving the password, I'll just click on next. Okay. So once you click on the next, you'll get the another registration form like this. So here you have to fill in all the details. So it is asking for the phone number. In your case, you just give your parents' contact number. Okay. So I'll type mine itself. It'll ask for recovery email address. So it is optional. If you already have an email address, you can specify it, or else it could be blank. And here it is asking for date of birth. Have to specify your date of birth. Select your date of birth here. Okay. So here, gender. Okay. Right. Yeah. After filling this, you have to click on the next button. Okay, children? So the next step, what it will do is it will verify your phone number. So to make sure that the number is ours itself, so the Google will send you a text message with 6-digit verification code to your contact number. Okay. So it will send a message to your contact number. So click on the send. So what the verification code that you will get to your contact number, that verification code you should enter in this field. Okay, children. So I have got the verification code. So I'll just enter it over here. That is 5893 and 29. Okay. So this is a verification code. That is 6-digit verification code that I have got to my mobile number. So the number which you'll give in that registration form, to that number, it will send the verification code to make sure that it is you only. Okay, children. So after entering the code, click on verify. So if it matches, it just gives you the screen. Okay. So just click on yes, I'm in. It will give some privacy and terms conditions. So you can just go through that. And at the bottom, you'll be having accept button. So if you click on I agree, your mail ID will be created. Okay. So this is how you'll create the email account. So if you're opt to create the mail ID, make sure that your system is connected to the internet. You can also create the mail ID in your mobile phones also. Okay, children. So this is my Gmail account. So children, hope you understood how to create an email account. So after creating an email account, it can be used to send and receive emails. To use the email account, you have to log in with the username and password in the different system. And it is recommended not to save your password in other systems. Okay. If it is your mobile, you can just save the passwords. If you're using your mail ID in different systems, in the public systems, you should never save your passwords. Okay, hope it is clear. So let us understand how to compose or write a mail, and let us understand what is that inbox, what it contains, what the draft messages will contain, and what sent items will contain and all. And now I'll show you how to attach a file also. So under last, I'll show how to log out or sign out. It is very simple. It is very user friendly. So just by seeing it, you can understand it. Okay, children. So here you have inbox. Hope you can see my screen. So what does the inbox contain? It displays information about all the received emails. So whoever will send the mails to your mail ID, everything will be displayed in the inbox. Okay. So each message header displays the sender name, subject line, time and date when the mail is received, and sometimes the size of the message too. To read any mail, you have to click on it. The mail will be displayed in the new window. So here, as it is newly created mail ID, here we have received only one mail, that is from Google Community. So this is how the received mails will look like. Okay. And to read this, you have to click on that. So once you click on this, it will show in the new window. So here it is showing the time when it received. Okay, like this it shows. Okay, children. So this is how you can check the new mails that you have been received. And to just go back, you have to click on this. Okay, so this is about the inbox. And next one is compose or write mail. To compose a mail, you have to click on the compose button. Hope you can see here, the plus button is there, right? So if you click on that, it will open a new window and it will be having the components like to. Hope you're able to see my screen. Okay, right. So here to is there, subject is there, and if you just observe here, CC and BCC are there. So let us understand what is this. So to field, here we can type the email address of the person to whom we want to send the mail. If you want to send a mail, you should know the mail ID of the person. Okay, so then only you can send the mail. That is to field. Next, here it is there as CC. So what does CC stands for? CC stands for carbon copy. So in this field, you can specify the address of a person to whom one wants to send a copy of the mail. The mail address mentioned in the field are visible to all the recipients of the mail. As I said, CC stands for carbon copy. Hope you understood this. So for example, if I'm sending a mail to my friend and same mail I have to send it to one more friend. So in the CC field, I can add it. Okay. And whatever you'll add in the CC field, that will be visible to all the recipients. Okay. So if I'm sending a mail to one of my friend, so another friend will also get to know that I have sent the mail to another person also, right? That is called as CC. And next is BCC. So BCC stands for blind carbon copy. So it is also used to send a copy of mail to several people, but the mail address mentioned in the field are not visible to the recipients of the mail. Okay. So blind carbon copy is also used to send the same copy of a mail to several people. So whatever the mail address that you will mention under the BCC will be not visible to all the recipients. Hope you're understanding. So that is about CC and BCC. Okay. Next is subject field. So what you'll write in the subject? So it is a brief description of a mail which gives an idea about the message. Okay. Next here, you'll type the body of a message. So you can type the message just like a normal letter with greetings. One or more paragraphs can be included and your name at the bottom. So these are all the different components that you'll get in the compose button. Hope you understood. So now let us understand how to attach a file. So email provides the facility to attach files for high-speed delivery anywhere in the world. Attaching a file to an email is an easy way to send important documents or files, which can be photographs, videos, music, letters, or text. To attach a file, you have to follow some steps. Let me explain you how to attach a file and to send it. Okay. So hope you can see my screen. Here is an icon, that is attach a file icon. This icon is called as attach file icon, which will be like a pin. So you have to click on that and then, so whichever the file you have to attach, you have to select it. So I'll select from the desktop. I'll just attach an image. Okay. Fine. So this is the image that I want to send in the form of attachment. Okay. So just click on that and click on open button. Right. So it shows the size of that. Okay. It is 26K. Okay. So like this, you'll attach a file. So after that, you just select the recipients, that is to address. I'll send it for myself. Okay. Here subject, I'll type as image. Image attachment. Like this. Okay. So after typing like this, to send the message now, you have to click on the send button. That's all. Okay, children. So this is how you'll send attachment from one person to another person. Hope you understood this. And here in the sent items, you'll be having all the sent emails. Okay. So if you just click on this, it will show all the sent items here. Hope you understood. So now let us understand how to log out or sign out. Okay. So it is quite important to sign out or log out of your email account, keeping in view the security perspective. So if you're always signed in, any miscreant can interfere with your account settings and can also send abusive messages to the members of your contact list in your name, thus misleading the recipients. So this can land you in a deep trouble, right? So once you're finished, you have to sign out or log out always. Okay, children. So it is very important that you make sure that you are signed out or logged out from the systems where you have logged in. If it is your personal computers or if it is your mobile phones, if it is your personal mobile phones, there is no need to sign out or log out. You can always stay signed in. But if you're using any public systems, you have to make sure that you will sign out for sure. Okay. And to sign out, you have to click on the profile pic. So this is the profile pic. If you set any picture of you, it will be displayed here. If you don't set any picture, it just shows the first letter of your name. Okay. So like this. So you have to click on the profile pic. And here you'll be having sign out button. So if you just click on that, it will take you out from your mail. Okay, you have to make sure that you're viewing this screen. So once you click on sign out button, you'll get this window. So you have to make sure that this window has appeared. Okay, so this completes internet online surfing chapter. Okay, so hope you all understood. Try to create a mail ID in your mobile phones itself and try to send a message to my ID. Okay, so this is for today. Read the textbook once, and if you have any doubts regarding any topic, please do contact me. Thank you. Have a good day.